Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to get this Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders inspired look. I'm a huge fan of the show. I watch it every year and I figured I would do a tutorial on their signature look today. So I'm going to start out by priming my face with the Maybelline Babyskin primer because obviously the dancers need their face to last through the entire game. And then I'm going to go back in with the Revlon Photoready Perfecting Primer and put this on top of that. And then I'm going to apply foundation. I'm using the Loreal Pro Matte Infallible 24-hour foundation. And I'm just putting this all over my face. And then I am going to just blend that out with a beauty sponge. This foundation is super long lasting and matte, so no oils will peek through your skin if you're sweating or dancing like the cheerleaders do. And then I'm going to put on some concealer, and it's absolutely necessary to make a really ugly face like the one I'm making. It just makes the concealer like go on so much more. It's a required step. I promise it'll make your concealer look so much better. I'm just kidding guys, but for real, I'm just applying this all over my under eye area, up on my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, my eyelid, and my chin. I want to highlight all these areas. And then I'm going to go back in with that same Real Techniques beauty sponge thingy and blend this all out. And you're going to make sure it's really blended in with your foundation so there's absolutely no harsh lines, because the cheerleaders always look flawlessly blended and never harsh. So then I'm going to cream contour using my Clinique Chubby Stick contour stick. And I'm just putting this all over my forehead, my temples, under my jawline to sharpen it. And I'm also applying that to my cheekbones, under my lips, and I started to put some on my nose, but obviously I decided against it. And then I kind of curved the contour upwards, so I had more of a defined look. And now I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I am just blending out that contour. It's really important that you buff this very thoroughly because, like I said earlier, you don't want any harsh lines. You just want to make sure everything is super blended. Wow, these faces I'm making in this video are pretty iconic, you guys. But you're just going to keep blending, drag it down your neck so nothing's too harsh. And obviously it looks really patchy and stuff right now, but we're going to go back through and make sure everything is blended with our beauty sponge, which is what I'm doing here. So you just want no harsh lines. And now I'm going to set my entire face using the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. This is so important if you want your makeup to last all night and if you want it to look matte and just flawless. And I'm applying my powder with the beauty sponge because I feel like it really helps set the face and it keeps it matte way longer. Now I'm going in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm taking this cool toned ashy contour color, and I'm contouring right under my cheeks. I'm not bronzing with this color, I'm purely contouring, because if I bronze with this color, I would literally look dead. So I'm contouring all the places I applied that contour stick earlier, and now I'm bronzing with the second shade in that palette, which is warmer toned, and I'm using a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush to do this. I'm just applying bronzer all over my cheeks, my forehead, my temples, basically everywhere that needs a little warmth and is blending out that contour. And now I'm contouring under my lip, and I'm also going to contour my nose using that first cool toned contour shade, and I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure brush to do this. This is my favorite brush ever for nose contour. It's really small and it just fits perfectly in the area. And now I'm going to mix these two highlighting shades and apply that under my eye, on my chin. Basically I'm setting all the place I put that light toned concealer earlier. And now I'm going to clean up underneath my contour using that sponge and that RCMA No Color powder. This will really define and clean up underneath my cheekbone and make that contour look really flawless, in addition to making this area of my face last even longer. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my brows. I'm just following their natural shape and filling them in using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. You guys have seen me do this 1 bajillion times. I do this all the time. This is my favorite brow product. It's super easy. You can create a natural or glam look. It's amazing. And now I'm setting my brows with the Essence Clear Brow Gel Mascara, which is also one of my favorites. This will make your brows stay in place and not let them slip and move around all night. And now I am lightly carving out my brows with some concealer and this Mayron 3112 Stage Line brush. This will help kind of lift the eye area. And now I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette, and I'm taking that light brown shade and this BH Cosmetics blending brush, and I'm putting this all in my crease. But I'm focusing most of the color on the outer corner of my crease because when I was watching an interview with the DCC makeup artist, she was saying that the outer corner is really extended and almost winged out, so you really want to apply all your darkest colors to that outer corner. So I'm kind of blending it through my crease so it's not like a just sharp outer corner, but I'm focusing most of it on that outer corner. Now I'm taking this medium kind of darkish brown shade and I'm focusing this completely in the outer corner. I am using my MAC 217 blending brush to apply this in my crease, and I am just blending that slightly along the eyelids, and you just want to like focus that darker color on that crease, guys. Just focus it there, not on your lid, not on your inner corner, on that outer V area. And I'm also going back and forth with my brushes to really smoke and blend it out because, like I've said a million times in this video, no harsh lines. No harsh lines, guys. Just keep on blending and applying and blending and applying. You just want to keep going back and forth with layers and just really smoking this look out. Now I'm taking that light brown shade again and I'm connecting my lower lash line to my upper lash line, and I'm kind of just dragging this color along the outer half of my lower lash line. You don't want to drag this in too far because that will close off your eyes. And now I am taking that peachy warm tone color and just running that over all that eyeshadow to kind of warm it up a bit so it doesn't get too gray toned on my eye. And now I'm taking this creamy white shade and I'm applying that to my inner like 3/4 of my lid, and I'm using this flat brush from BH Cosmetics. And this will help the eye kind of open back up and look more awake, because we don't want all those dark colors to drag the eye down and make it look too sleepy, because the DCC girls always just look really bright-eyed and awake, so we don't want the dark colors to overpower the eye. And now I'm taking this matte black shade and this angled BH Cosmetics brush, and I'm creating a very thin line on my upper lash line. The girls always have like black eyeliner on pretty much, and I forgot to show you guys this, but I also put some black eyeliner in my waterline, but I'm applying this on my upper lash line to give myself a base for the lashes. And now I am applying some of this brown eyeshadow, and this is a different dark brown than earlier, but it's along the same color scheme, and I'm using the e.l.f. eye defining brush for this, and then I'm going back and blending that out. Now I'm taking this really bright white shade and applying that on my inner corner. Once again, this will help wake up the eyes and brighten them, and I'm also going to apply this to my brow bone, which will help kind of blend the eyeshadow again and kind of lift that eye. It will give a more of a open appearance to the eye area, which is what you want for this entire look basically. And now I applied some mascara. I used the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara on my upper and lower lashes, but I recommend if you're actually wearing this look out, or if you're going to be dancing or sweating or whatever, use a waterproof mascara so it doesn't smudge all over the place. But I was just doing this look for kicks, so I just decided to use a normal mascara. And here I am applying lashes. These are from Ardell. I'm not sure of the exact number, but I'll leave that and all the other products down below in the description. And then I'm going to move back to my face, and I'm using this BH Cosmetics 10 Color Glamorous Blush Palette and mixing those two peachy tones. And I'm using my Luxie large angled brush, which is number 504, to apply this. And I'm not doing a ton of blush, I'm just doing a very light coat, and make sure it's peach, not red, because you don't want to look too like sweaty and gross looking. And now I'm just going to clean off my lips with a makeup wipe, get rid of all that foundation on there, and I'm just wiping and blending away that excess powder that was on there earlier from baking. And now I'm using my MAC Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish and this tiny Urban Decay Vice brush to apply a little bit of highlight. I never really noticed highlight on the cheerleaders, but I feel like it adds dimension to the face, which is pretty important, especially if you're going to be on like a huge screen like they are. So I just put a little bit on. I didn't make it blinding or crazy. I just kind of made it more of a natural, soft highlight. And then I'm going to line my lips using MAC Whirl Lip Liner. This is my favorite. It's a neutral color. The girls always wear neutral colors, so I just decided to use this as my base for my lip liner, and this is a darker color than the neutral I'm applying, but I feel like that kind of makes your lips look plumper and prettier. So now I'm mixing two colors. I'm using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the shade Seduction, and the Buxom Wildly Whipped Lightweight Liquid Lipstick in the shade Centerfold. And I'm first applying the Revlon one, and then I'm going over that with the Buxom one, and I'm kind of just blending these colors together. And then I took a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I just pressed this all into my lips. I wanted to make the shade a little bit lighter, so it was a little bit more nude / neutral, and I also applied a bit more of the concealer in the center of my lips to really plump them up and define them. So yeah guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders inspired makeup look. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!